Hey guys, thanks for stopping by today. I just wanted to share this little tip that I've used for years and years and years. This is about how to take care of your brushes. I love this stuff, and I can't remember where I got it. I don't know if you can get this at Walmart or if you have to get it in an art store, but it's called the Masters Brush Cleaner and Preserver. I love that stuff. When you open it up like this, it's like a cake of something in there. But this cleans wet oil paint, dry oil paint, watercolor, acrylic, and stains. And it says on here, keeps brushes like brand new, and it does. This really works, but like I said, I've had these for years. Now, if you can't get some kind of a brush cleaner and preserver, I like to use just Dawn dish liquid because it's real gentle. You know, Ivory, I don't know if Ivory has a dish liquid, or Ivory soap, you know, something that's real gentle. Gently clean those brushes. Now, I just use the kitchen sink, the side where the garbage disposal is. But I hold my brushes under the running water. Sometimes I'll use the sprayer. It's never stopped up my sink yet. But anyway. Okay, I'm going to show you how I use that brush cleaner and preserver, if you've got it. As you can see, that paintbrush has got blue paint on it. Now, well, you hear me, I'm cleaning that brush off in a little styrofoam cup that I have. I get as much paint off as I can. Leave it a little bit wet, and then very gently, if it's a flat brush, go like this through that brush cleaner. Okay? Now, see, you can still see that residue. Uh-oh. And you'll have to forgive me. I'm trying to film this and hold that camera and clean the brush at the same time. So hang on, let me prop this camera. Okay, now, see? And even if you have, well, here. This is my paint towel. Very gently, I clean that brush. I just rinsed it off, you know, with water. And if I didn't have, my art studio doesn't have a sink, so I've just got a small cup of water that I rinsed that brush off in. I kind of rinse it off. I mean, I wouldn't stick it down in there with paint on it, but I done this and got as much paint off as I could, and still kind of left it a little bit wet. But see, that's a flat brush. And like I said, I took it through that cake, you know, like this. Okay, kind of leave a little bit of it on there. Uh-oh, sorry. Leave a little bit of it on there, you know, and shape your brush back. See how nice and flat I got that brush? And that's how you use that stuff. Okay, so very gently clean your brushes. Never dab like this. And then after I've cleaned them, like I said, I've got that brush cleaner and preserver. But after you're done, one of my favorite paintbrushes just come apart, dang it. I'll have to glue that back together because that's one of my favorite brushes. I hate it when that happens. I probably have not been taking care of this brush, so this was a good example. Whenever you get done cleaning your brushes, this is the moral of my story. Okay, I've already showed y'all my paint tube. Most artists, if you're like me, whenever you're done and you put your brushes up, you will put them in something where they are sticking straight up like this. If you put those brushes in there and them wet, the water runs down. I think that's called the ferrule of the brush. I don't know. It's just this part. It goes, the water, if you, right after you clean your brush and you just stick it in there like this and let it dry like that, this will eventually start happening, especially if that barrel's made out of wood. And see, over time, it will start, if this had a real sharp point to begin with, and I set it up like this to dry, eventually it's going to start coming apart like this over time, and you will lose that sharp tip to it. But the water will leak down in here, and over time it will cause that to happen or ruin your brush altogether. Okay, so this is my little trick. And older and very much wiser artist taught me this trick. Okay. Now these brushes are old, so I have not just cleaned these brushes. I'm just trying to show you what I do. Okay. You'll need some clear tape. See, these brushes, I'm pretending like they've already been cleaned, okay? Sorry, those are my notes. Okay, I lay them out like this. Get your tape. Pull off a big enough piece with a little tag left on the end. Push it down like this. Lift it. Now keep in mind these are still wet. Okay. Now, at this point, don't forget to leave you enough room on the ends here so you can tape this to what. Now this shelf is plastic, so therefore it is not going to hurt it. Okay, so I just hang my brushes like that and shape them, guys, with that preserver, or even if you don't have preserver, after you wash them and they're still wet, shape them back with your fingers, you know, to the original shape it was. Okay, you know, see, like this one's flat, just make it flat again, and I always do that before I hang them up. But like I said, packaging tape works good, but guys, just to be honest with you, some packaging tape is so strong. I've ruined a lot of the wooden paint brushes, which it doesn't bother me. I'll show you one. Oh, here's a good example. Okay, see, this one used to be nice and blue. This is a wooden barrel one. See where I've taped them up to dry so many times? It pulls the paint off, the packaging tape does, off your paintbrushes. And if you care about how your paintbrushes look, I wouldn't use packaging tape. I would just use this clear tape because that stuff is strong enough, you know, like you wrap Christmas presents with. That stuff is strong enough that it will hold up your brushes. I would probably not put any more than 5 paintbrushes on one strip of tape though, but just make sure if you'll leave it extra long right there, you know, tape it to a plastic shelf or something metal like a filing cabinet. But the point is to always have your brushes pointing down until they dry. Now with that preserver, it doesn't take mine very long to dry. But if you will take care of your brushes, guys, and this is the truth. Oh, do whatever you do. I had someone one time, because I didn't tell them not to put, or excuse me, I had someone one time, I told about that little trick, but I forgot. I just thought that it was kind of common sense to, well, maybe I shouldn't say that. I had someone one time that I was telling that trick to. They were an artist too, and she used packaging tape, and I forgot to tell her not to stick it to something like a wall or something like that, because it took the paint off her wall. So please don't stick that to your wall. Anyway, always put that on something that will not get messed up. And if over time, if you stick them in the same place like I do, you're going to get a small residue from that tape. So if you do, just the best thing is an alcohol swab, or just plain alcohol, like rubbing alcohol, and just get you some on a paper towel, and then, you know, just wipe it off. Dry erase, magic eraser, those do real good about getting that off. And I think they even make some stuff that like releases, like stickers and stuff. If you've got kids and they often stuck stickers to the wall, I don't know what it's called, but it's like gum away or something like that. I've never had to use that because I don't let it get so built up now that it's hard to get off. Okay. Oh, if you will take care of your brushes, they will last for a long time. It does lengthen the life of your brushes. And if you're like me, I have my favorites. And I can't stand the thoughts, because I can't get them anymore. I can't stand the thoughts of not having that brush. There's a couple of paint brushes, like liner brushes even, y'all, that I have had for over 5 years, and they still look brand new because I take care of them, because I paid about $40 for it. You know, back way a long time ago. But I just wanted to share that. So if you'll take care of your brushes, you know, in a proper manner, they could last you for years. And if you don't take care of them, they might last you 2 weeks. If you're one of those people who continuously is going and buying new paintbrushes to replace some that you just bought a month ago, if you'll try my little trick, it might save you a little money. So, well, I appreciate you stopping by. I'll see you next time.